Have you ever opened your mouth to speak English and the word just vanished? That feeling when the right word is right there somewhere and your brain refuses to hand it over. It is frustrating, it is embarrassing, and it happens to almost every English learner on the planet. But here is what nobody tells you. It is not a sign that your English is bad. It is a sign that your brain is using the wrong system. And today, on English Unleashed podcast, I am going to give you 10 practical techniques to fix that, starting right now. Let me ask you something before we start. When you forget a word, what do you normally do? Most people either freeze or they switch back to their native language. By the end of this video, you will have a third option, one that actually works. Technique 1, switch off the translator in your head. Most learners think in their first language and then translate. Your brain runs a two-step process every single time, and that is exactly where the delay is hiding. Start training yourself to attach English words directly to images, feelings, and situations, not to translations. When you notice the morning light through your window, think soft light. When you taste something good, think rich or warm, short, direct in English. Do this for 1 week and you will notice your response time in conversation gets faster. Almost silently, technique to build bridges with simple words. If a word slips away, mid-sentence, do not stop. Your conversation partner does not need the perfect word, they need your meaning. Say very tasty instead of delicious. Say really tall instead of enormous. Keeping your voice moving is more powerful than finding the ideal vocabulary. Fluency is not about perfect words. It is about unbroken flow. Technique 3. Speak every single day. Even alone, the brain holds on to words it uses regularly, and it discards the ones it never hears again. You do not need a conversation partner. Set a 2-minute timer. Pick any topic: your morning, your plans, what you watched last night, and speak out loud. Record yourself if you can. The words you speak today are the words you remember tomorrow. Technique 4. Memorize sentences. Not isolated words. A word stored alone in your memory sits in a box with no handle. A sentence gives it context, emotion, and a hook. But instead of writing curious in a notebook, learn she gave me a curious look and walked away. When you need the word later, the whole scene replays and the word comes with it. Think about the last word you tried to memorize on its own. Can you recall it right now? Compare that with a sentence you heard in a film that made you laugh or surprised you. Which one stayed? Technique 5. Use physical flashcard review. Flashcards work, but only if you use them consistently. Write the English word or phrase on one side. On the other, draw a quick sketch or write a sentence. You created yourself, not a dictionary definition. Spend 5 minutes each morning going through them. That short daily session builds a stronger memory trace than one long weekly session. Technique 6. Flood your ears with English daily. Your brain learns to retrieve words faster when it hears those words often.
Wow.
This is called the frequency effect, and you can use it intentionally. Watch English content with subtitles. Listen to English podcasts during your commute or while cooking. The repeated exposure creates mental pathways, and those pathways make recall faster and more automatic. Technique 7. Say new words out loud. Many times when you encounter a new word, reading it once does almost nothing. Say it out loud, at least 5 times. Then use it in 3 different sentences about 3 different situations. For instance, if you just learn compelling, say that speech was compelling. Her story was compelling. This podcast, I hope, is compelling. Each new context deepens the memory root. Technique 8. Stay calm when the word disappears. Panic is the single biggest enemy of word recall. The moment anxiety spikes, your brain narrows its focus and blocks the retrieval process.
I'll take one.
Slow breath. Then describe what you mean. It is the thing you hold over your head when it rains. People will understand immediately. Speaking English is not about perfection, it is about connection. Technique 9. Write one sentence every day. Writing forces your brain to find words more deliberately than speaking does. And this deliberate search strengthens the memory. Path. Keep a small notebook or a notes app. Write one sentence about your day, just one. Over a month, you will have 30 new sentences, 30 practiced words, and noticeably easier access to vocabulary when you speak. Technique 10. Link words to images and senses when you encounter a new English word. Immediately close your eyes and picture something vivid. The word silent, picture an empty room at 3 in the morning. The word rush, picture missing a train. Your brain stores images far more reliably than abstract text, and when the image appears during conversation, the word appears with it. So which of these 10 techniques is most useful for you right now? Think about it, because your answer reveals something important about how your brain works. If you found real value in this video, please give it a like. It genuinely helps English Unleashed podcast reach more learners just like you. Drop your answer in the comments. Which technique will you try first? I read every single one, and I will personally reply. I will see you in the next lesson. Keep speaking. Keep growing.